center. This will stay into yard. Merrill dives onto the warning track. Makes the catch in left center. That's Jackson Merrill. Nice play.
Wonderful play. Hit hard to right field. Mookie Betts lays out and preserves the no-hitter.
Beautiful play turned in by Mookie Betts. Peterson robbed of a hit.
Hooking toward the gap, Buxton over, and a leaping catch on the warning track. Oh, what a catch by Byron Buxton. I didn't think there was a chance in the world that he would get there. That ball had some hook on it.
And that is stellar baseball right there. Sonny Gray behind the mound.
Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at our early work routine for our outfielders at Eckerd College. This is something that was in place before I jumped on staff. This is not something that's original. However, this is definitely something I'm going to be taking with me moving forward just because it's such a good routine. It definitely helps prime our guys, and it reinforces some really good ideas that I think benefit all types of outfielders and all types of movers. All right, so step one in our early work routine are just us working on routes on our directional drop steps, making sure we're taking the right angles. This isn't max intent. This is us just feeling that step, making sure we're efficient. We're trying to do our best not to have to route correct as we track the ball. So our first step in this routine is tracking back to our left. Now, what we do in this routine is we try to match up our routes depending on the angles. So if we go back left at this angle, we're going to try to match that up going back right immediately after. And so we're just trying to cover as many different possible routes as we can, trying to get our guys as comfortable as possible, tracking at different angles, presenting their gloves in different ways due to where their chest is running. After we track left and right, moving backwards, we also track directly over our heads. Jake here's a right-handed outfielder. He's opening up glove side. And then here's Bradley again, glove side. But we also practice opening up non-glove side. So here's Peter. He's a left-handed outfielder. He's going to practice opening up non-glove side. And then you'll also see as we move forward, the righties will take that rep non-glove side as well. The reason we do this is because sometimes that wind creates a little bit weird of a flight of the ball, and we want to give ourselves a really forgiving route. So sometimes we'll track backwards and allow ourselves to open up to that non-glove side so that we can adjust without having to whip our heads around. Now, what I mean by whip our heads around is something where you'll actually see it here. We practice this movement where, okay, maybe it's a poor read or the wind took it more than we thought, and we have to refine the ball. Now, as the guy feeding here, we don't want to make this unrealistic. So this ball shouldn't be thrown to where they have to create like a hard angle to to the other side. We want them to slightly bend off their route because that's what it's going to be like in game. And so we'll do this both sides, make sure they're comfortable with this. And this is a play that's happened, maybe a handful of times this year. But when it happens, we need to be ready for it because this is usually an emergency play where we're trying to save extra bases. We then work on darting directly across. A couple reasons for this is we want to make that ball feel like it's jumping a bit, really have them focus on finding their pocket. Now, if we're running smooth, it shouldn't jump too much, but you're going to have a little bit of that movement, so something to mimic that here. And then also having that tighter angle of the flight of the ball is really important. It allows us to have a little bit different of a glove presentation and a little bit more of like a pace manipulation from a running standpoint. You're not just striding out. It's more of like you have to pace this ball up, make sure you're catching it in the right spot. Following these perpendicular routes, we turn our attention more towards our glove presentation, our pocket awareness, and understanding where we need to catch the ball to have success. This is one of my favorite parts of our early work routine. This is just tracking in at balls. We're tracking in at different angles, but it's tracking in. So essentially we're on a knee, they're running right at us, we're throwing the ball really low. So we want them to create a good glove presentation. We want that to look like they catch it every time. Don't worry about throwing this ball too low. If this skips to them, it's fine. The presentation shouldn't really change. They're just picking it and then they glove flip it back or they transfer it back. We work at different angles here. So that first angle was straight on. Now we're working to the side here. I really like how the flight of this ball starts low. This is something that they don't get a ton, especially not when you're hitting fly balls or working balls off the machine. Visually, this creates a little bit different of a feeling, a little bit more of a panic moment because really in game when you're seeing this, the ball's about to hit the ground. So getting these guys comfortable in this space, working at different angles. Another added bonus to this drill is how they manipulate the ball back to the guy feeding. It helps get them comfortable with the glove and understand how it works and the right angles to present. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're checking this out on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. If you're seeing this on X, don't forget to join our base stealing and infield communities. Thanks.